Hello everyone. Today the discussion topic is on the setup of the parallel workflows. So as we have discussed in our main session that we can have several different branches which are specific to different user departments. So uh, in this short presentation we will discuss the enhancements, the configuration, along with the definition of the BRF plus supported decision tables for building an end-to-end scenario using parallel workflows. So to start with, as you can see in this diagram, we can take this as a template, and this template comes from standard SAP. So it's basically a flow process wherein there is a request, change request gets submitted, and then there are two parallel workflows or branches. We can call them as branch 1 and branch 2. So each individual branch has its own set of approvers, and once each individual branch gets approved, then there is a merge point. And so for merging of the different results, we have to handle and we have to map the results of different branches. So there is a specific development interface that needs to be implemented, and this is followed by the main workflow where the approval will then happen, followed by the activation. So in a way we can use this template to demonstrate the different configuration and development steps that we require for parallel workflows. So now this parallel workflow basically uses an enhancement spot. So first let's see what are the main objects. So as you see, there is an enhancement spot USMD SSW service processor, and within this there is a set of different baddies. So these interfaces, they need to be implemented using the enhancement implementations. And in parallel workflows, there are two things that needs to be managed. One, we need to decide the setup point, or the point from where the branches has to be created, and secondly the merge point, where the parallel branches of the workflow they need to be merged. So within this baddie implementation, we will use the standard method handle parallel result, and this is used to handle and merge the different results of parallel branches into the main branch. And so this method will require certain inputs like the change request number, the change request step, there is also the name of the service, and then a table that gets created as a decision table. We call this as a parallel step workflow action table. So these 3-4 inputs will be required to um, to handle this implementation. They are basically the inputs to this implementation. So the ability to read the data of the change request based on the change request number, this comes from the implementation of this method, handle parallel result. So also there is another important object, and this object which is basically the view of the table USMD201C underscore SSW, wherein the definition of the service names will be required. So the baddies that we just saw, basically they are filter dependent baddies, which means that a particular baddie can have multiple enhancement implementations. Each enhancement implementation identified by its own filter, and that filter is nothing but this is the service name that we create in the system. So one of the prerequisite for the configuration step is also to create the relevant service name to set up the parallel workflows, and also to another service name to define the merge point for handling the parallel branches. And for all this we use the combination of the configuration steps within process modeling, and also the use of the baddie builder transaction, which is SE18. So so let's begin with the process. We'll walk through the step-by-step process that how to build a parallel workflow. So we'll start with MDG IMG. We go to general settings, then we navigate to process modeling. Within process modeling, we then go to change request, and then we select create change request type. So as the first step, we will so let's use a standard change request type. So create material with lean classification as a template. We use this as a, and then we copy this and create our own change request type, and let's call this ZZM to represent the parallel workflow. So our context is parallel workflow, so I'll call this change request type with the PARWF, and so let's keep this description, create material with lean classification, and in bracket let me also enter the name of the change request, so that in NWBC we are able to identify this particular name. So let me create material, and let me call this as parallel workflow ZZM